function it needs to. Arthritis. Arthritis is the biggest lifestyle condition we have these days. Most of us, we don't know arthritis is just a huge allergy we create. We eating all this meat, stays in the stomach for 72 hours or 7 weeks or 6 months. Body produces antibody, goes inside the blood and start attacking joint. So if it attacks our joint, we have rheumatoid or degenerative arthritis. If it attacks the skin with the allergy, we call it psoriatic. If it attacks the big toe, we call it gout. Arthritis is simply a lifestyle disease and is reversible 100%. Okay? Infection. Infection is literally hard because our body is designed to have its immunity. And most of us, we go through life and say, you know what, I get sick easily. You're not getting sick easily. You have so many stuff in your body that the body needs to fight it. And since it uses all this fighter somewhere else, when some actual infection comes from outside, it gets you down fast because there's so many toxins in your body. Now, I'm going to show you, can you hit the light? We're going to go really big. I want to emphasize this role of the blood. I want you to see the visual in your brain. You see how the blood vessel flowing? They grab oxygen from the blood. This represents a cell in the body. Okay? Any cell. In this case, because I'm a chiropractor, I say the joint cell. Okay? Now, every cell has its own toxicity, and we need to get rid of it. In this form is a carbon dioxide. We breathe, we give away carbon dioxide. Everybody understand that? Also, the cell needs a nutrient. This is a molecule of glucose, and it needs a lot of other things like vitamin and minerals to do its function. But guess what? Every cell produces its own toxicity. Depends what is the function of that cell. And we need to get rid of that cell, that toxicity through the blood. Of course, we go through the lymphatic system. Now, the reason is very important that you understand this lymphatic system. In a minute it will come up. Lymphatic system is one of the organs in the body that works on the motion. Because if you do not move, you do not detox. It works with your breathing, it works with your movement. Lymphatic system, unlike the heart, is not, unlike the cardiovascular, is not connected to a pump. Is connected to whatever. That way we have 4 times more liquid in the lymphatic system that we have in cardiovascular system. For every 5 blood, probably we have 20 liters of lymphatic. This green thing is represent the lymphatic. We have more liquid in the lymphatic system, and the only way they move is by movement. That way, the same way the joint works. If the joint do not move, this action of giving oxygen, giving out the toxin, ain't gonna happen. The only way the joint will detox and grab their nutrients is by movement. So if you have a stock neck or a stock back, do you think that joint is gonna be getting rid of his toxin and getting his nutrients? No. But you have the light. Let me show you something. Everybody pay attention to here. 70% of Americans go through this. You see regular person, they lose the curve, they lose their disguise and go on. The lucky one, they have pain early on. The people who are not lucky, they have pain somewhere around here, and nobody can do jack for them. Okay? So it's super duper important that if you have a locked joint, you unlock it or give a movement to it. 2 reasons, because guess what, when you lock the joint, what else you do? You obstruct what? Blood. Guess what else you obstruct? The nervous system. Brain controls of the body is through the nervous system. Everything in your body is controlled by your nervous system. Absolutely. There's nothing going on in the body that nervous system doesn't control it. So when you put your obstruction of the kink, 2 things. There's no control. Either they produce too much or they don't produce enough. And guess what? The life of the body that needs to go there, it doesn't go there. Everybody understand that? John?
Okay. So why then is it important to detox? Obviously to clean the blood. But toxins also impair our ability to heal. So if you've got toxic blood, then your white blood cells are not doing their job. They're not fighting disease. They're not fighting infection. And your immune system is obviously compromised. So if you are not detoxing, not only are you more susceptible to disease, if you don't detoxify, you are actively creating disease in your body because your body is not releasing all the stuff that makes us toxic. So imagine the level of energy that you would have if your body didn't have to spend so much time dealing with the toxicity. I can tell you just from personal experience, I went from having 0 energy to having about 4 times the energy, just changing what I ate. It requires a tremendous amount of energy for your body to process all of the pesticides, insecticides, and waxes, and preservatives, and artificial sweeteners, and it is just incredible. Imagine what you could be doing with your energy if your body didn't have to take care of that. Okay? So if you're constantly walking around like you're in a coma, you definitely want to do something different. You know? Isn't that the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? So if you want a different result out of your body, you've got to do something different with your body. And one of that, Dr. Masuda said, is the movement. Do you want to talk about the rebounder?
Yeah, I strongly suggest anybody who doesn't have one, please get a rebounder. The movement is everything. Not only your lymphatic system.
A rebounder is a trampoline.
Trampoline,
Yeah.
a small trampoline. Not only your lymphatic and joint are very, very dependent on movement. Your entire body is designed for movement. Let me make an example. Your liver is sitting there, kidney is sitting there, the spleen is sitting there. They're not bolted there. So what I'm saying, all those veins and arteries and lymph and nerve that they go in there are designed to be elastic and moving around. And guess what? If they don't move, they get in harder, they get in harder, they get in harder. Your entire body, there are function in the single cell that happening due to movement. So if somebody sits on their butt all day, just that by itself is toxicity. So I'm not asking people, I don't work out, but I'm not asking everybody to work out, but one of the greatest things you can learn from this seminar, if you don't learn anything, but you just learn this one. First, of course, you need a chiropractic adjustment for those vertebrae that is out. But one thing, get up on the trampoline and move. 5 minutes a day, that's all you need to do. All the organs start to jump. Your bones, your bone itself, when you jumping up and down, start to be stronger. Okay?
Right. So you understand the lymphatic system, because there's no way to pump energy into that lymphatic system. The rebounder, the trampoline exercise, will give the lymphatic system its way of circulating. Okay, so turn to page number 4.
Also deep breathing, you know. We can
yes, we're going to do some deep breathing in a little while too. Can I get